Whew. That morning hustle most definitely does not get easier. But a grind is a grind, and let that begin today. Let's go. Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Calvin. I'm a senior in my last semester here at Syracuse University. I am a dual major in political science and public relation, and I am a almost commissioning second lieutenant in the Army. So I'm in ROTC right now. Some of the things that you might also not have seen if you've just watched is my roommate from freshman year has recently just graduated a semester early, and I think that's about everything. And this is my vlog. I've been doing this since freshman year. I record just about anything and everything that I made these videos so that one day my future self, when I'm getting old and in a desk job, I could watch these videos of my lovely college experience. And other than that, it's 5:35 right now, and we actually have to get going to PT. Alright, scratch that. We are not heading to PT. It must be too cold. This is also something that's happened in the last week. My Jeep has been acting funny with the battery. Took it to the auto store. They said it's fine. I'll dive more into it later in this video. But for right now, I'm gonna have to call someone to come pick me up. Hold on. Come on. Yes! Let's go! So for those of you who don't know Syracuse, it gets cold, like really cold, like 6 degrees, and it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning cold. And I think that's got to be a Jeep problem, or one of the problems for the Jeep. But then again, what do I really know? Ha! 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 That's a wrap, Jack. PT is done. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're cooking, baby. We're cooking. We gotta go pick up Will and his brother from their house because we're making our way to the gym. And then today is just a nice, easy day. Got the vlog back. Let's see how long I know, we gotta see how long the vlog lasts. We're gonna start with the new vlog, but not. Gym grind complete. Did a little Metcon action today. We have a PT test coming up this week, so I didn't want to go too hard in the paint. But
for being a light workout, that was a good one. My
heart rate was definitely racing. So with it only being our second week here at Syracuse, I really haven't been able to completely establish a schedule yet. But for the past 2 weeks, usually Mondays are devoted to kind of catching up and preparing for the next week ahead. So today I've got to do laundry. I've got kind of a whole list of things I have to do, all the way from laundry, changing the battery in the Jeep, all the way to looking at some homework and some readings. So it's gonna be a fun day. Mondays, no class, great times. On the clock, gotta go make some breakfast. so I'm taking a global health class, and I've gone through the mentality for this year to actually do a lot of the readings. Last semester I talked about how readings weren't really that important, but with my given classes that I'm taking this semester, I wanted to kind of put my effort more into the classes, so I'm actually doing some of the readings. Some of them are actually pretty interesting, some of them are very dry, but for this particular one, I'm learning about the H1N1 disease that happened in, I believe, 2011, 2012. So I actually scratched the information regarding the date that this was founded in because I thought I said 2012 or something. It is actually spring 2009. But I've learned that it started out in Mexico. The whole reason that it got to be so big was because social media and like media in general made the disease outbreak seem way worse than it was. Read this for a second. It talks about right here, rather than relying on advice from health authorities and experts relayed to mainstream media, some people, including professionals, assess the internet. Yeah, people were assessing the internet to determine if the H1N1 was, like, we're using the internet to determine the outbreaks of a disease. And we blamed Mexico for it. So like in China, they actually quarantined Mexicans because they thought they were dirty and their food was the problem. So I'm just like baffled at the fact that my narrow mind is kind of just opening up to how we've like treated people because of a disease that apparently was just not really that big of a deal. I'm going on a rant here, but I thought it was funny and I thought I'd share it with you guys. But we're doing homework, probably gonna do it for another hour, at least the readings, just while we're waiting on laundry, and then really we'll just see where it goes. It's already 11:45. Dang, the day is flying. Yeah, we're still on this article, and I think it's actually getting to be a little more interesting as we continue to read, because what I'm pulling out of right now is the monitoring of Google and Yahoo searches by the health industry, so that the health industry can like pinpoint specific outbreaks that are like in Google searches, and then they'll be able to monitor the outbreak based off the Google search and hit it before. So like if I Google, what is this mysterious thing on my toe? And 100 other people are also in my area looking up that same thing. You know, it says right here, like being able to real-time monitor news streams and citizen reports of disease outbreak to make it more difficult for nations and local health authorities to hide disease outbreaks. Yeah, for those of you who are not interested at all, I don't know. They make good and bad sides to obviously everything that it is, and I'm not really going to dive into it, but I promise I'll stop talking about this article and we can get back to the actual rest of the vlog once I finish homework. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Jack, done with anthropology. Just submitted the last paperwork for the homework for this week. That is a check off of my to-do list. So check. And now we gotta go do laundry. Just finished, so I'm actually so used to not vlogging that I forgot to vlog the entire point of today's video, which was refixing the Jeep and doing anything that I've done for the last 2 hours. So let me walk you through what we've just done. All right, so we went to Ace Hardware. I bought the right ratchet sockets that I needed in order to get the battery out. Then I spent the last 45 minutes trying to get the battery actually out of here. I had to unscrew this one, I had to unscrew the actual holder down there, and I had to unscrew this guy there. Moral of the story, we got it out after a long fight. Hold on. All right, so 45-minute battle, I win. And now we hook up the battery to this. So Heather's dad gave me this, and this is designed to hopefully charge the battery. So it's a deep cycle battery charger. Anyways, I take this, I plug it into the wall. I take this, run the cords to the battery itself, hot, cold, etc. And hopefully within 8 hours, it should be fully charged. Thought that's what the alternator does, but apparently not. For not having class today, I feel like we definitely have been very, very productive and very busy. So I think we can look at our last list, and the last thing we had to do, laundry check, or change battery / watch check, and we just can relax now. Fortnite, computer, and TV. That's how the last 3 hours of my life has gone. And then is that?
Yep, the top, the bottom, and the sides.
Okay. On both sides?
Every surface of that salmon has a delicious part of the salmon.
Okay, so grab and put the skin down and then turn off the heat.
Yep.
Do I put any oil in here or no?
No, it's already got oil on it.
Alright, and heat off. Check.
And so now you can just leave the salmon alone. Don't bother it.
Alright.
And then what you're gonna do is once the oven beeps to tell you that it's ready.
Yeah. That's our executive chef for the restaurant in Dallas, and she's currently teaching me how to make salmon. So it's a learning thing. It's so cool to have your own personal chef who is basically gonna walk you through how to cook salmon. That's pretty cool. So just in case you didn't catch that, what we did was we took the salmon, took it out, put it on a plate, oiled up both sides of the salmon, then salted both sides. Heated up the pan basically till it was all the way high so that smoke was steaming off of it. Then we put the skin side down, serenaded the skin, and took off the heated pressure. So basically the only thing that was cooking the salmon was the pot itself. Then what we did, and we planned the oven to set for 450 degrees, waiting for it to basically ding. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this salmon in the oven for 13 minutes, and hopefully after that it should be serenaded real good. Alright, so we just took the salmon out of the stove, and that is what we have now.
Good. Looking great.
So, what's the next step?
Next step is take it out of there.
Okay.
Probably a spatula. Just scoop it up with like a spatula, kind of like shimmy it underneath, and get it out of there.
The whole thing?
The whole thing with the salmon.
I came up with the salmon. So I took it off, put it on the plate, skin is still on with the salmon. So,
Yep.
What about the skin?
You leave it there and you eat it.
I eat the skin?
Yeah, it's tasty.
I thought you said give it to a dog.
I said I usually give it to my dog because it's good for their fur, but it's tasty.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you guys heard it first, took it off. Apparently you just eat the skin. So, cook it with Calvin, ladies and gentlemen. We've removed the rice, and ladies and gentlemen, look at this wonderful meal. The light does not give it justice, let me tell you. But, we've got asparagus, rice, a little bit of salmon. Chef Boyardee right here. So this room was supposed to get done for today's plan, but something tells me we are just going to have to wait to deal with that mess tomorrow because I'm not having it, not doing it. Plus I've got 2 other homework assignments that I still have to get done, so we're gonna work on those right now. It's 8:30. We still got a big, long day. Let's just keep the grind going. Let's just keep it going, I guess. Alright, and just like that, we're signing out. Thank you all for watching. Hope that you all had a great day. We did a lot of things today. It was a very busy and productive day, to say the least. And hopefully you guys had one of those days. If you did not have a good day or productive day and you thought today was just an awful day, well, just remember, it's always tomorrow. And try and make it a better one. So on the note, that means that our day is gonna end here. Subscribe to Calvin! Here's the Stuff YouTube channel! Woo!
1, 2, 3.